What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? It's your man Cotton L. Murcott up in the building once again, and you are now tuned in, turned on, rocking with none other than the Soulstice Lounge Radio on YouTube. My special guest today is none other than Miss Sandra Jackson. What's going on, Miss Sandra?
Hello. It's so good to be here with the great Cotton.
Well, you know, I can live with that if I got to. All right. So what's going on with your mama, do?
Oh, doing good. It's just so nice to be here. Want to give a shout out to you for producing my CD.
Oh, thank you, dear.
Expressions of Life and Love, such a genius. And you were able to match the music with each piece of my poetry and just did a beautiful job.
Well, you know what? We do what we do because we're blessed. You know what I mean?
Yes,
blessed
we are.
By the best.
Yes,
you did?
yes.
For real. So before we move along with this show, like I said, our guest this evening will be none other than Miss Sandra Jackson. This is Soulstice Lounge. You know what we do here. This is our unsigned section where you're going to hear unsigned artists, ranging from poets to rappers to singers, neo-soul singers. Every once in a while we get some musicians up in here. But either or, we make it work. We make it do exactly what it's supposed to do. So before we move on into our program, I got to say, all praise is due to the Most High. Y'all got to honor y'all ancestors. You got to respect your elders, and you got to walk your walk. You understand? So we got some other guests up in here. We got Big Smooth up in the building. Mr. Jackson up in here. You know, you don't see Miss Jackson without Mr. Jackson.
There you go. Peanut butter and jelly.
Peanuts. Boy, y'all ain't right. But that's what's up. I love that. That's a beautiful thing. Black love, baby. Black love. And I gotta send a big shout out to Blackjack, who is missing in action at this moment and whatnot, but we still gonna keep this thing rocking, rolling, moving, grooving the way it's supposed to do. So on that note, I think it's about time for us to slide into some of these artists. We got some phenomenal artists coming up for you, y'all. For real. We got a little bit of Telicia Davis. We got some Dennis Amadeus. We got some Wally B. We got some Blackjack. We got some my man D-Rod. Yes, indeed. We got some Dynasty. We got some Eli Rootz. We got some Kayramel. We got some Kwabini in the Zulu. We got some Rashad and Stilts. We got brother Rasan Thomas, Miss Sandra Jackson, as you can hear, and we got Sister Tria tonight.
All right. That's a lineup.
Oh, it is definitely a lineup. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean? I'm feeling good, feeling grateful, feel like walking a little something, a little taste. So on that note, y'all, this is Soulstice Lounge Radio, live and direct.
Innocence, but it's something magical in her eyes. Magical. For if a man looks too deep, he will find himself somewhat hypnotized. And hypnosis is said to be witchcraft, but this rare one is far from it. I know she was precisely handcrafted by God himself. She looks into the mirror and she has to wonder what was his concept when molding her. What man did he take her from? Who rib is she? Place him right in front of her if only it was that easy. Maybe it's a truth or maybe it's an innocence. But it's something magical in her eyes. Maybe over time it developed, created from her strength that makes her wise. Wisdom she has instilled in her from her ancestors. For the love she can give should be fought for. Men should be like protesters, fighting yet bring protection. She's rare, and if paths cross, you will be connected like no other connection. So my brother, be careful with her. Don't ruin this one. Any damage caused can't be undone. Maybe it's the truth, or maybe it's an innocence, but it's something magical in her eyes. She's been here before, yet her purpose is unknown, trying to gather her like puzzle pieces, putting them together on her own. She never feels like she's enough. And I know you think, what? A woman like her? Yeah, I know that's crazy stuff, but all the heartbreaks and disappointments that have come her way is now causing her insecurities to be on display. Questioning, even doubting her whole entire being. Cause what she thought she saw in her, she's no longer seeing. And maybe it's the truth, or maybe it's an innocence, but it's something magical in her eyes. Her eyes are soul searching, but not your soul. All along she's searching hers. A cleanse is needed, so when she cries, it's just her soul being baptized. And this is so much deeper than words can describe. And if only she realizes her prize is beyond the skies, meaning no limits. I hope she doesn't give up. I hope she doesn't give up on love. I hope she doesn't give up on faith. I hope she doesn't give up on hope. I pray her ancestors visit her and she is renewed by their spirits. Maybe it's the truth, or maybe it's an innocence, but it's something magical in her eyes, and I just hope that she doesn't lose it. I just hope that I don't lose it. And maybe it's a truth, or maybe it's an innocence, but it's something magical in my eyes.
Right, this is Soulstice Lounge, and that was Telicia Davis out of Tampa, Florida. Very cool, very cool. Big shout out to Smoking Words, you know what I mean? Black on Black Rhyme, doing your thing. Next up on the lineup, we are going to walk into a little bit of Tony Henry with Little Birdie.
Oh, baby, sweet lady. Brown skin, pretty smile, and we've got things in common, so we spend a little time over wine. We dine, then I hold her in my arms for the very first time. But I don't wanna scare a little birdie away. Give a little time and space. I want her to stay. Ooh, I don't wanna make my move too soon. Doing what I wanna do. I wanna hold on to you, sweet lady. Now I don't wanna be a fool, pressuring you to do something you really don't need to do. So soon, sweet lady, a sweet lady. It's kinda hard to stay in control. You're so fine, and I know you want me to. I can clearly see the signs as we dance, hold hands. Then you feel my nature eyes when I stare into your eyes. So I don't wanna scare a little birdie away. Give a little time and space. I want her to stay. Ooh, I don't wanna make my move too soon. Do what I wanna do. I wanna hold on to you. Hold on, sweet lady. I don't wanna be a fool, pressuring you to do something we really don't need to do. Hold on, so soon, sweet lady, a sweet lady. Sweet lady, sweet lady, sweet lady. Hey baby, baby, baby. Oh, baby.
This is your girl Lyrica Love, and I am listening to Soulstice Lounge. Y'all check it out.
That's right, in case you didn't know, you are right in time and right on time. This is the Soulstice Lounge. Break it down, yo. Real talk, unsigned artist. Miss Jackson, you all right over there?
I'm doing great. I am doing just fine.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Today's show, we're going to dedicate it to our beautiful, beautiful, beautiful black women. You understand?
Yes.
And I like that shirt you got on, too, there.
Thank you, sir. Gotta represent.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. So, on that note, we just came up out of my man Tony Henry right there, and we're gonna slide into a little bit of blackjack, all right? Doing her Mother Africa. You rocking with that? Watch this, y'all.
When I look in the mirror, I see you, and I know you are beautiful. Though I can't understand why you let me go, there must be a reason, and I long to know you. I long to love you even though I can't see you. I hear you. You left a rhythm in my heart. Your tapestry on my soul is so deeply embedded, I will never forget it. I look at pictures drawn of you, so bountiful and full of color. I often wonder, do you think of me? Do you envy that I may have lived a better life than you? Mama, I'm here to tell you that I miss you and I want to be a part of you again. I want to know you like the children you kept do. I want to feed from your breast of life. I want to pass down your laughter. I want to carry on your cry. I don't want life to pass me by before I get to look into your eyes. So every day I think of ways to trace my way back to you. 'Cause it is important to repair our relationship. If I am to pass on such a great legacy to my children and to theirs, I am reaching out my arms. I am speaking my soul, but my voice echoes in your empty stare. And every night I pray that God will provide me a stick so that I may divide the pieces of earth which keep us split. And then I can walk my way back to where I started. And if you're wondering, I do care about your welfare. I dream about our reunion interfaced with royal blues and fuchsia hues which reflect and radiate the richness of your skin. The same skin I am in. I am in this perplexed predicament, see, because even if you feel the same about me as I do of you, it's much too hard for you to get to me. than it is for me to get to you. So maybe you've given up and canceled me as a lost cause, a child lost to a world that keeps you beat, but I want to come back home. I know in this place I don't belong, but will you accept me and learn me back to your words, your language, your way of life? Despite the fact that this time I am a stranger to you, I am still a child created of you. I need to come back home. I need to know my mother. I need to know my Africa. I need to know my mother, Africa, 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 Africa.
Freedom is a many splendid thing, and if I can remember you, I wanna remember you when I play this song in my music box. Freedom is a many splendid thing, and if I wanna remember you, I just play that song in my music box, in my music box.
This is Soulstice Lounge Radio.
Music box.
Girl, I keep looking in your eyes, hoping to find there for me some sort of surprise. Maybe you got love for me, maybe you don't. All I know, my heart won't rest till you know exactly how I feel, but I don't know how you feel. Is it something I should jump in, go ahead and take a chance on? Put my brakes on before I get hurt.
I'll take that chance if you would take that chance with me.
I'm just saying, baby, you don't have to answer me.
I'll give my heart complete and totally before I get hurt.
I'll take that chance if you will take that chance with me.
I'm just saying, baby, you don't have to answer me.
I'll give my heart complete and totally before I get hurt.
Into my eyes, I want you to see how you're always on my mind. No matter what goes down, I will be standing here. I want you to see how I'm really feeling you. You are my everything, and you got my heart, and I know that you'll never break my heart. I can't see us apart, and I know from the start, and I need you to know this before I get hurt.
Forgive me if I'm wrong, babe.
Promise that I never.
It's just that I've been hurt.
I promise not to break your
Don't
heart.
wanna play the fool again.
How can I get through to you?
You never know intentions before I get hurt. I'll take that chance if you will take that chance with me.
I'm just saying, baby, you don't have to answer me.
I'll give my heart complete and totally before I get hurt.
I'll take that chance if you would take that chance with me.
I'm just saying, baby, you don't have to answer me.
I'll
My goodness, this Soulstice Lounge here is beautiful. In case you didn't know who that was Rashad and Stilts. Before that was Mother Africa, our own Blackjack. And right now, I'm sitting up in here with my sister.
Yes.
My sister.
Yes.
Miss Sandra Jackson. That's right. We're gonna slide on into some Dynasty. If that's alright.
That's alright.
If that's alright. That's alright. Soulstice Lounge Radio. Unsigned artists.
I just wanna live, but how do you live when it's hard to forgive? Hard to forgive, but I gotta let go. And so I let it go, cause it's good for my soul. Soul is eternal, so I'm on the right road. And on the right road, I'll get where I need to be. And where I need to be is the place where you love. And the place where you love is the place you forgive. And once you forgive, you will learn how to live. How can a daddy walk away from his daughter? Fending for myself, trying to put it all in order. Thank God I was like one of the boys, so I learned them. Still couldn't spare me from the hurting. Now I got this curtain, keeping everyone away. Everybody knows D.Y., but Diana stays in my own world. Cause I remember the girl who adored you. So all through my critical years, I waited for you. 5th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th. By the time I got to high school, I was tired of the wait. Tried to understand so I could stop being mad. Crazy jealous of the other little girls who had a dad. Now I'm dealing with these issues, trying not to show them. Only trust the dude just as far as I could throw him. And even if he good, I could barely get to know him. Cause I'm worried about him leaving in the middle of us growing. And so I stay asking, where you going, where you been? Like everybody's really out to hurt me in the end. I'm staying to myself, I can hardly keep a friend. Cause I didn't have the one who should've loved me till the end. And now I'm full grown and you tell me I got a brother who spent his whole life with a father and a mother. So now I'm sitting here trying to let go and live. Cause I really wanna love you, but it's hard to forgive and live. But how do you live when it's hard to forgive? Hard to forgive, but I gotta let go. And so I let it go, cause it's good for my soul. Soul is eternal, so I'm on the right road. And on the right road, I'll get where I need to be. And where I need to be is the place where you love. And the place where you love is the place you forgive. And once you forgive, you will learn how to live. Be strong, gotta move on. Use the doubt self, it's me, I gotta prove wrong. But you don't know just how much it'll hurt you till you sitting in the living room crying over commercials. And even though I had a decent home life, I can see how it affects me in my grown life. No daddy-daughter dances, men scared to take chances. In and out of love, in and out of romances. Few examples of doing the right thing, of how it's supposed to go and the way it's supposed to be. But I can't blame you, wouldn't even change you. I am who I am, in the end I came through, I just missed you. And I wish you were there, so I wouldn't be battling these little girl fears. And I'm not the only one, I can see it in my peers. Fully grown women crying little girl tears. And as I write lines, I feel myself sitting here trying to fight mine. People never talk about it to the right time. Some hold it in for a whole lifetime. And I'm lucky cause at least I get to write rhymes. I get to put it on this paper and recite mine. I mean, I would probably shout if I couldn't let it out. I don't think that I'd be dealing in my right mind. But I just wanna live. How do you live when it's hard to forget? Hard to forgive, but I gotta let go. And so I let it go, cause it's good for my soul. Soul is eternal, so I'm on the right road. And on the right road, I'll get where I need to be. And where I need to be is the place where you love. The place where you love is the place you forgive. And once you forgive, you will learn how to live.
Soulstice Lounge Radio, live, direct, coming to you from the Cotton Gin, straight out of the headquarters. This is what we do. Yo, I hope y'all are digging the show, rocking with us for a little something, little taste. Miss Jackson.
Yes.
I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. That's what I'm talking about. You know the woman got soul. You know the woman got soul. So right before we let out, yo, that last artist, that was Sista Dynasty, who is now on a European tour doing her thing with Sa Rock. Yo, them sisters is monsters. I'm sure that they're gonna be breaking brains up out there. You know what I'm saying? For real. So in the meantime, between time, we got none other than my sister.
Yes.
Miss Jackson, what's going on?
Oh, it's going good, Cotton. It's so good to be here with you.
Well, that's what's up. That's what's up. It's good to have you. What's going on? I know you got your new products on the market now.
Yes, I have my CD that you produce, Expressions of Life and Love. And let me tell you how the title came about.
Come on.
It has a various subject matter on the CD, and we were trying to figure out what incorporates everything that we're trying to put out there.
Right.
And my son Joshua came up with the title, Expressions of Life and Love. Love it.
All right. Well, we're going to hear from that CD today. You know what I mean? We're going to dig up into this, see where you went with it, see how you got down with it.
All right.
I know you brought the whole family in on it.
Yes,
you know what I'm
we
saying?
did.
Got the husband making the beats and the music.
Yes.
Got the son coming up with concepts and ideas.
Yes.
Y'all over there doing your thing.
We're the Jackson 5, I tell you.
That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? The Jackson 5 in Lakeland, Florida.
That's right.
What's messing with that, yo? That's what's up. That's what's up. Well, you know what? I'm glad to have you here. I remember when you first started coming to Black on Black Rhyme. I remember when your presence was first felt. You know what I mean? I used to see you sitting off in that back corner there all the time until you just kept on coming. You kept on coming, and I was like, she's about to bubble over. You know what I mean? And it's a beautiful thing when we find our voice.
Yes.
You know what I mean? When we develop and grow into a passion.
Yes.
My goodness, it's a beautiful thing.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So are you performing anywhere? Are you moving around? What's going on?
Well, in Lakeland, they have a group called Platform Poets. And I'm out there every third Sunday of each month at open mics. And of course, Black on Black Rhyme every third Friday of each month, doing my thing. I'm down at the farmers market in Lakeland a couple of times a month, selling my products, even spitting rhymes. I'm wearing Dennis Amadeus's shirt. Asked me to do a poem, and I do poems all day long.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That is so what's up. Well, you know, Soulstice Lounge live open mic will be starting up next month in November. So we're going to get that thing shaking and popping. So in the meantime, between time, let's break this down a little something and go into some of your work, if that's all right.
All right, sounds good.
Okay, well, that's what's up, y'all. Well, check this out, y'all. Our special guest this evening, this afternoon, this morning, because y'all don't know what time it is, but all we know is the time is now. And this right here, this is Sandra Jackson. We call this the Black Chant.
Tried to break our pride, but we still rise. We've multiplied our numbers, shed many tears in cotton fields, whips on our back, but we've prospered. Though denied to read, said we won't concede, fought for our dream of freedom. From slave ships to scholarships, HBCUs and Harvard. Technical schools to corporate halls, we're standing tall, won't waver. So I decided I'm the embodiment of Black history in the making. So not only this month, but let all of us celebrate our beautiful Blackness. Remember when you learned how to write cursive? So eager to please, trying to stay in the margins? Duplicating each and every stroke. The teacher's voice, chalk clicking on the board, told this was the correct way to write. Anything else earned you an F. But all that time has come and gone. Our writing has changed since we came into our own. We realized what was taught was merely a guide. No right or wrong, just a matter of style. So it's not how you write, but what you put down on paper. the substance of your thoughts, not the flair of the letters. Sometimes we're caught up in outward appearances, often not revealing deeper intentions. 'Cause it's said, from the heart, the mouth speaks. Even when writing, we're making decrees. So express yourself in your own voice, for only your voice can command the dark within your world on your terms. And sometimes all it takes is a song. So to pen a lyric from the great Charles Wright, who wrote a funky jam to be applied to life. It's not what you look like when you're doing what you're doing. It's what you're doing when you're doing what you look like you're doing. Express yourself. Express yourself.
Yes, indeed. That's what I am talking about, Miss Jackson.
Yes. That's what we got to do, Cotton. We got to express ourselves because there's so many voices out there in the world today. Just chaos at times, coming from Washington and everywhere. But if we can express ourselves through spoken word, we can heal the land.
That's a beautiful thing, you know what I mean? And healing the land is a must.
Yes.
Because we're being poisoned at a terrific pace.
Yes, we are.
And as soon as you finish with the land, you got to start looking at the air and the water, because I'm going to tell you right now.
That's right.
Before we going to get this thing right, we got to clean a whole lot of stuff
yes,
up.
We
you know
do.
what I mean?
Yes,
real
we
talk,
do.
real talk.
Yes, we do.
Now, we ain't up in here at Soulstice Lounge trying to point fingers.
No,
But
no.
at the end of the day, we will point it out, call it out, shout it out.
That's
you know
right.
what I'm saying? Because, hey, yo, who and what and where is the culprit? Open your eyes, y'all. Everything is put right in front of your face at this point. They say in the last day and time that the devil will start to reveal himself.
That's right. That's
You know
right.
what I mean?
That's
so
right.
all I'm saying is, if you're walking around, I hope you're walking around with your eyes open,
That's
because
right.
it's going down. Let's get back to Miss Jackson. Miss Jackson, where you from?
I am born in Baltimore, Maryland.
Oh, yeah, be more.
Yes.
All right.
Left when I was just a little baby.
Okay.
Raised in upstate New York. Small town called Putnam Valley, about an hour from New York City.
Okay.
And it was beautiful. We didn't have much, but we didn't know it. Had plenty of love. Single mom raising my 4 brothers and I.
Oh, wow.
And we just seemed like we had the best of everything, even though we didn't have much at all. So that's what it was about. And just beautiful upbringing.
Well, I can tell you like this, and I can tell y'all who are out there listening right now, this woman has a phenomenal spirit. She has a phenomenal spirit. You can tell she's compassionate. You can tell that she's loving. And I can tell you right now, she can make a hell of a cake. Don't get it messed up, yo. Real talk. And I don't know why she didn't bring no cake with her. You know what I mean?
Next time, Cotton.
We don't get no love over here.
Next
you know what I'm saying?
next time.
We try to do everything that we can for folks, and we can't even get a piece of cake. Boy. See if we'll have you up in here again, huh? Nah, but real talk, it's a blessing to have you. It is a blessing to have you. Now this last piece we got on you, Miss Jackson, spoken word. Talk about it.
Well, I tried to describe what I felt spoken word is, and it's more than just poetry. When you see spoken word artists perform, and that's the key word, they perform. You not only hear them, but you feel them. You see what they're saying. They make the words tangible.
Okay. Well, you know what? How about we just get a taste of that?
All right.
Okay.
All right.
This is another piece by our sister, Sandra Jackson, which you can catch her at the Lakeland Flea Market.
Yes, at
Or
Platform
you could-
Poets.
Or you can catch her at Black on Black Crime every third Friday of every month.
Yes.
Spoken word, Sandra Jackson.
Spoken word are words that's spoken in a rhythmic cadence. Better yet, like music, you willfully find yourself lost in. Subjects can extend as far as eternal years. Emotions confined to paper, now serenading the listener's ears. A portrait that's painted on one's mind and soul, etched in pen on your heart, so no erasing what you've heard. The poet, a mere shell, housing powerful perspectives. But be sure not to close your eyes. You might miss what the message is. 'Cause even a subtle nod or wave of hand, a rock of the hips, or just the way they stand, adds another dimension worth being noted. You'll find sometimes the ride will be downright tumultuous. A lull of calm, then an explosion of indignation. Sweet expressions of love, then honey, the address where hate lives. A voice that's crying out unbridled emotions. Such a sight of splendor, a brilliant performance. That, my friend, is what spoken word is.
What it is, world. When I want to get down with the get down, I tune in to Soulstice Lounge Radio. Now can you get down with the get down? Get down, get down, get down, get down, get down, get down, get down.
Soulstice.
I think it's funny you're shrugging, cause I feel no remorse. Seeing nothing is something to meaning more. I speak no more than basics, I'm elevated, I waited for long. Tested my patience before, so why would I stop now that I'm sure? I got it locked and key, the animosity, your ghost is haunting me. You follow me, stuck in my thoughts, I guess I finally see your point. I still light a joint and write a joint, and that's my point. Fell in love when I was young, with the rhythm I enjoy. All the combos and lost clothes, the Lord knows I'm still here, handling damaging my old soul. I'm blessed while I'm stressing, it's the seconds and the minutes in the day. If I could make everybody happy, I would, but I can't. I fall in the line, taking my place in the ranks. I ain't perfect, but I'm close to trying to cope with me strength. It's getting tense, I'll make amends for now, I guess. Don't try, it's your life, so I digress. Song, I'ma think about you. I don't think I'm living wrong, cause I got it all new. I said I'd never change. Busy caught up in my ways. And every time I hear the song, I'ma think about you. I don't think I'm living wrong, cause I got it all new. I said I'd never change. Busy caught up in my ways. Was something beautiful that left me clues, breaking rules. Booze was the cue to lose, or cool that is due. Wasn't fool, set up to lose, you stepped the fools. As it's said in tune, nothing to prove, guess it was due. But don't assume I'm seeing views of what it would be like to live on the top and get to choose. Need a remind of all the good times, none of the blues. Follow the street signs, need to shine in order for them to see mine. No recline, I'll be fine if all I have are memories. It's in the past, ain't mad, I just let it be. They got a tendency to talk without knowing the facts, like they naked getting caught in the act. I'm making a pact to keep it true till I'm blue, like the blood of my body. I ain't immune or immune, so I'ma get rowdy, do it for the few who true. Act like you knew, giving a little credit where it's due. When I hear the song, I'ma think about you. I don't think I'm living wrong, cause I got it all new. I said I'd never change. Busy caught up in my ways. And every time I hear the song, I'ma think about you. I don't think I'm living wrong, cause I got it all new. I said I'd never change. Busy caught up in my ways.
Scully, at a clap well hot. Oh Lord.
How did we get here? I remember going to the club to have drinks and hear music. It was a sink or swim night, all top shelf drinks were included. I retired to the reggae room to catch an island vibe and maybe see a shorty and catch a dollar wine, but that was it. Just an after work relaxation type thing. Had a couple more drinks, hit the floor, started dancing, but how did we get here? I remember seeing you in the crowd, a diamond among the rough. The music was banging loud and you were dancing like you couldn't get enough. Searching for a means of crowd division, I became like Moses leading the Egyptians. I heard the voice of God say loud and clear, "Rude boy, put your hand in the air." It could have been the DJ, but anyway, I did as the voice did command, and I raised up my hands, and the sea of humanity parted before me, leading to you, the promised land. But how did we get here? I remember walking the step to you when you stepped to me and started dancing. Stiffened with thrill, I was still standing still, but steadily forward advancing. I found you enchanting, a petite desert flower deserving romancing. We took the T out of rhythm, added a double D, and then we rocked the rhythm while the bass was hitting. Hitting with the best of Buju, Bob, and Barris. Can never compare this to another experience, but how did we get here? We sat to talk and you told me of your torn and troubled past. Torrid tales of an ex that could not grasp the concept that his woman was his queen and only found time to love you in between beatings. And I held you as you cried and told how love stole your eyes and left you blind not to see the bumps and bruises. How in your mind you had concluded that keeping him was more important. How you lived life with a love that wasn't freely given but rather randomly extorted. How, if not for losing a child to a miscarriage, might have lost your soul to a loveless marriage and never want to love again. But how did we get here? We continued to talk until the club closed, and before we departed I hugged you so tight I could feel the warmth of your body and your soul through our clothes while I proposed that you provide me with a means to keep in contact. I asked you for your number and you asked to come home with me, and that being a place I wanted you to be, to the morning at least, yes, I complied. But how did we get here? Here is past a passionate night of premarital positionings that would have left any porn princess proud. Here is past the many months of dating and elevating to a love that wasn't just physical but soul penetrating. Here is past the many mornings of waking up together. Here is where I stand alone in this raining weather. Here is where I stand and stare with no place to go, as if caught in limbo while dual silhouettes dance in the glow of TV light coming through your bedroom window, and one of them is not me. And as easy as it would be for me to just go, my heart won't let me leave. See, I want to curse, cry, scream, fight all at the same time, but my heart won't let me grieve. And I always believed that if my woman ever cheated, I could just get up and go. But now that path and that road seems so unclear. All I can do is stand and try to figure out how did we get here.
Gotta feed my family. It's my time. All the world to see. It's my time. It's time for me to shine. I had so many chances. but it's my time. For all the world to see. It's my time. It's time for me to shine. We might be close to the end, but this ain't the last of me. This song is for the ones who feel that they won't succeed. Grab hold of the light within you and tell yourself it's my time to shine. It's my time. For all the world to see. It's my time. It's time for me to shine. It's my time. It's my time. It's my time. It's my time.
Bless you. Make me feel brand new. God bless you. You make me feel brand new. I don't know if you're ever gonna see yourself the way that I see you. Brand new. Just like each time seeing you for the first time. Just as fine. Attracting beyond the twist and close and the way that wide open smile wrinkles your nose, girl, but like I ain't never seen you before. And no, not like the hesitant meeting of strangers greeting for the very first time, but the intimate knowledge of friends. You know, catching each other's attentions over and over, again and again. Just when I feel I get a grip on you, I trip and you make me feel blessed. Make me feel brand new. Just like you hear new lyrics in the lines you thought you knew, girl, I get excited just talking to you. Holding my attention beyond the condition of needing to concentrate on myself. Can't keep my mind on nothing else. It's like foreplay. Taking the time to talk about your day. What it was like growing up round your way. And the things the elders used to say, and the hurdles you face, and the dragons you slay, and the scars you got along the way. Standing alone, standing strong, fending off the attacks. Holding back your tears, your fears, and insecurities. Makes me want to come to your rescue. Makes me want to rise to the occasion to be a better man for you. Wish I had better prepared for you, but you see, girl, I didn't believe in you. I didn't know you exist. I thought you an illusion, a sleight of hand, some magic trick made between the pages of fantasy and myth for others to fancy and wish and distract my attention from the real mission of working for African liberation. I'd earned my degree in that philosophy and was busy trying to recruit prospective members of a harem when you came out of left field. God bless you. Blindsided me, left the holes in my theorem revealed, shined on me effortlessly, and I put up no resistance. Surrendered willingly all my pride and defenses, nose open wide, heart and hand sensitive, and now I'm a disciple and you're my religion. Because I have faith in you, I know that God is real. Because only a miracle could explain the way I feel. Girl, God bless you. I see you wholly and clearly defined from your head to your toes. All the imperfections you try to cover up under makeup and loose-fitting clothes. You know the blemishes, marks and moles, the dimples, creases and rolls, and each day it grows and grows. The depth and breadth only wisdom knows. You challenge my reason and purpose for being. You occupy my thought and stay against my will. You sit in the pit of
my stomach refusing to be still. You complete my sentences, punctuate my convictions, make cliche, proverb, and platitude scripture, and I question my sanity. Damn it, is this reality? Just my imagination once again, running away with me. You got my heart speaking in tongues, words too weak to define, and I can't capture faster. These thoughts run through my mind so freely and deeply that I gotta apologize to every woman I've hurt before, cause now I recognize what it means to be in distress. Bless you. Never possess. That if we never share another moment together, baby, I'ma still be blessed, having been better to have loved and lost than never having loved at all. You're the promise my granny said would come, just like a thief in the night. Not when I was waiting or anticipating, but when the time was right. When I had matured enough to know its value on sight, and that I should cherish and treat as precious, and not to be taken light and not to be held too tight. Cause love, true love is an enduring gift that women come equipped. Bless you. You are heaven on earth. When I enter your beautiful gates, I am God. You make me feel at home, safe and protected. You make me feel as though I have a green thumb, the way you allow me to till your garden and fertilize your seeds, allowing us to create what shall be perceived as angels to mere mortals. Because of you, we are immortal. And I thank you, and I adore you, and I love you for being so heavenly. I just want you to know I love you and appreciate all the things you do. I just want you to know I love you and appreciate all the things you do. Ooh, baby. Every time I need a friend, you're there. Yeah. You're the only one who seems to care. I can share my thoughts with you, girl. You're always there to help me ease my mind. I never have to front for you, girl. You make me feel like everything's alright.
From eternity to infinity. Black woman, you've always been a friend to me. Before time walked the pathways of the multiverse, this verse is the essence of lessons learned from blessings bestowed upon the womb of your mind. I find that our souls are intertwined to be forever joined to beyond the divine. As co-creators using procreation to bring forth a nation, Black woman, you are my serenity from eternity to infinity.
Hey, beautiful. I want to know one thing. Have you ever been kidnapped by a black gypsy? If I was a black gypsy, I would kidnap you. Not in the physical, but in the mental, taking you on a nomadic journey to enchanted places surrounded by beautiful people. Unlike your past, this won't be a dread or repeat or sequel. From this day forth, I claim you as my equal. This intensifying our urge to merge and engulf in this nomadic vision. But time is of the essence, so we must make a decision. But be careful with this quest. Society's trying to banish our free-spiritedness. So what shall we do? I have 2 pills, one red, one blue. Now this consumption will alleviate the mistaken assumption that the gypsy lifestyle is too mysterious. Now let's be serious. Can't you see the insanity testing my reality? Coming from a long line of black gypsies that have occupied this time and place, there's no question we come from a mighty race. And the gypsy's philosophy is one for all and all for one. And right now, I want to be your shiny ebony tree under this African sun. Now will I suffer from thirst? Perhaps. But I know the love I'm giving is secondhand. Why? Because I felt it first. Now baby, let me play a tune for you, caressing you with a groovy bass line, anything to please you. And I want to show you off as my Nubian queen by pledging my allegiance to you in this relationship while displaying our colors of the red, black, and green. Oh yeah, if I was a black gypsy, I would kidnap you.
I just want you to know I love you and appreciate all the things you do. I just want you to know I love you and appreciate all the things you do.
You know, girl, you beautiful. And I love the way you smile. You just like a sunny day, man. Yo, where you going to? Can I go with you? You know, we could talk about a few things that we could do, cause your body's so fine, lips so fine, your hair so fine, we connect in real time. And I was thinking, it would be kinda nice if we could sip something all nice and I could sit back and check out your mind. Maybe we could hit a lounge, you know, settle down. Order what you want when the barmaid come back around so we can conversate. Make sure that we relate on the same page, so you know we know that the lines are straight.
I just want you to know I love you and appreciate all the things you do. I just want you to know I love you and appreciate all the things you do.
Wow. All I can say, this has been a wonderful, wonderful Soulstice Lounge Unsigned segment. You dig? Real talk. Yeah. It is really good to have you, Sister Jackson.
Thank you.
We're going to send a special shout to some of them artists that had performed prior. That was Eli, Rootz, and Ceaze earlier, D-Rod, Kayramel, Brother Kwabini, Denny Zulu, and the one and only Black Gypsies unreleased project, you know what I mean? But we are still here, we still vibing, we still doing what we do. And for those who are listening, hey yo, this show is dedicated to them beautiful black women. That's right, love them all. Big, small, short, tall, little chunky, little slim, whatever, we could do it all again, baby. It's all on you. You know what I'm saying? You take care of yourself, beautiful. You understand? You watch out for yourself, alright? And if you got something that you ain't supposed to be dealing with, whether it could be the job, it could be a relationship, it could be certain foods, it could, whatever it is, baby, do what you need to do to take care of you. And recognize that you are truly acknowledged in our eyes, and that is the truth. You dig? And this is Soulstice Lounge. You know how we get down. So I just had to give y'all a little bit of insight on what's going on, how it's going on. We getting ready to sign off and sign out. We're gonna let this one go. We're gonna let this one go. We're gonna let this one go with our sister Tria. You know what I mean? We ain't heard from Tria in a while, so let's say we go into some Tria and let Tria take us home. Is that cool with you?
That is cool. Let her play.
Hey, yo, Mrs.Sandra, thank you for coming out and rocking with us, all right?
Thank you so much, Cotton. This has been an honor. An honor.
Well, that's what's up. This is Soulstice Lounge Radio.
never wrote one line for poets. I write for brothers that embrace me with, I like what you had said, Queen, that shit was deep. And sisters who kiss me on the cheek and say, I wish I could write like you, but I know what it means. I write for folks living the same way I do, which most days is just enough for the city, so anybody could feel me. I could rap these words in grandiose, long-winded symbolisms that would make writers want to read, but they have enough words anyway, and I don't feed the greedy, not when there's an urgent care need, and I carry the tourniquet to slow the bleed, prosthetic pipes to open the collapsed tracheas of the just like me's, whose own have been crushed by a boot, definitively placed to keep the us's quiet. Tear down this mic since we can't go riot, cause them babies ain't gonna feed themselves and we got to go to work in the morning, and the electric company ain't gonna keep the lights on cause we tired of shucking and jiving in customer service minstrel shows, and we can't live in the soapboxes we stand on, so I write on as a metaphorical right on, cause you got it and I gets it. Working overtime to keep the us's uplifted, gifted with the ability to make our perplexing predicament palpable to the plenty, sticking it to the enemy with the literary enema, cause this shit has got to go. See, I'm determined to be the voice of the working class poet who put them in 40 every week, pulling them back to back and still can't make them ends meet. I hope these words wrap around and knead your tired feet that burn upon release. From standing on them all morning, deep frying chicken, preparing for the famished masses of the noon rush who have been cut loose from the cage and chain, cubicle and phone line they've been on since 8 a.m. lying about how much a corporate entity cares. Or cyber peddling wares, feeding oxymorons to morons who just want to know their blood, sweat, and tears matter. I shatter every piece of the looking glass, leaving the portal open, hoping you understand that every time my pen touches my hand, I find myself in wonderland, wondering if you know how much I care. How the agony of your despair makes sleep a dream and puts bags under my eyes as I pack all my hopes and dreams for my people inside, as I watch the very thing I hope for and afraid of with this poetry collide. See, I ain't got time to write beautiful sonnets. Not when us artists, engineers, architects reduced to working under hair bonnets because they were born too wrong, too out of place, too black, too many times. The Times writes about another one of us gone, and I could go on and on and on, and I do. Cause you can't stop and scream. So when you roll your eyes at me at Family Dollar or suck your teeth at me at Walmart, I don't get mad, boo-boo, I know what it means. And it compels me to go home and write a love poem or two, and know that if my words are so attractive, it's simply because they are a beautiful reflection of you, especially you, because you got to, and I get to.